I'm just going to quickly demonstrate how the VendACE vendor management program works. We have here the sales form, which is the main form from which you can navigate to all of the other areas of the database. We have two administrative forms here. The prices form, where you enter the price for your current issues, past issues, and if you sell prepaid issues or loaned issues, and any other items that you might have. The staff form for entering the names of the staff people who are working at distribution desk, and those names will show up here in the drop-down list when you enter a sale. The date, when you want to enter a sale, the date, today's date will automatically be entered, and then you can either type the vendor number into this form here or drop down and select a vendor, and the name will automatically be populated. So if this vendor is going to buy 10 copies of the current issue and one book, and it calculates the total price here, and then you can select one of the staff members. So Helen made this sale, or if the staff member has not been listed in there, you can type it in automatically. Okay, these forms here, the checkboxes, there is one for notes. This will demonstrate or this will indicate if there is a note on the vendor's account, some form of communication that you need to give them. The earned papers, if they have any earned papers on their account, this checkbox will be checked. Prepaid papers, if they've prepaid for papers in the past that they can pick up now. Loaned papers, if they've been loaned papers, if your paper does that, and so you know that they have to pay for the papers when the next time they come in. So in order to get to the individual vendors' pages, you can either click here on the vendor form, the button for the vendor form, or double click on the vendor's name, and their specific record will come up. So we have here the vendor number, the name, the sales pitch, if your vendors have particular sales pitches, a section for notes. So for example, Kurt left his jacket in the office, and then this note will cause a checkbox to come up under any sale made to this vendor in the future until you delete the note, so that you know that you need to communicate this message to the vendor. You can select the photo that you want for the vendor to show up in this area here, and this is for printing badges, which I'll show in a little bit. The loaned issues, this is for keeping track of individual vendors' loaned issues, prepaid issues, earned issues. So for example, if this vendor was earned issues for recruiting vendor number 121, then after this has been indicated in the vendor record, you will then be able to, if you close the record, then you'll see that the next sale for Kurt Anderson shows up with something indicating notes, that he has a note on his account and that he has earned papers. So what you do, click on the vendor's name, you see here, oh, he has 10 earned issues. If he wants to pick those up now, change the number to 0, remove the date, and remove the information here. You communicate the message with him, remove that, and then when you return to the screen, you'll see that these checkboxes in a moment will disappear. So he's picking up 10 earned papers. This reminds you that if you haven't already done so, to please adjust the number of earned issues on the vendor's record. And the same notes will pop up when you enter prepaid issues and loaned issues, so that you can keep track on the individual vendor's record of what papers they have coming to them. So this, you'll see their earned papers, the price is 0, and you can enter a staff person. The individual vendor records here as well have the ability, different information that you want to keep about your vendor, a section for keeping social development data, and a sales report section. So if we want to look at a sales report for Kurt just for today, how many papers he has bought today, we can click here and we'll see here's a record of each sale that he has had, that he has made today. The monthly summary will tell you in the month of October this is a total of all of his sales. And if you change the start and end date, you'll be able to see. So we want to see in between August and October, the monthly summary. You'll see these summaries, or totals of all of the items that he's purchased and the total money. Okay, so we have also a form here, the reports form, where you can request specific reports. This is the same as doing a report or requesting a report from the individual vendor record. You can go to Kurt Anderson here, and we want to look at all of his sales for the year up until now. We can do we can do a detailed report, and here you'll get a summary of each transaction and monthly summary here. The total sales reports are for keeping track of your own records, overall sales of the magazine. So if you would like to, at the end of every day, if you would like to look at the total sales that you've made that day, a summary, sales by day, and you'll see here you have the current issues, past issues. It's just the total of each item that has been sold and the amount of money that should be in your register. To look at a detailed report for today, this will show you each transaction, the time it was made. There are options to also put staff member who made the sale, etc. And the monthly summary, if we want to look at our sales and how they have grown over this year, we can look here and we can see how that has changed. Okay, print badges. This is another form here. You can select the badges. If you want to print badges of every single vendor that you have, you can click the Mark All. You can click the Mark All button here, and you'll be able to print them all. And then when you click this button, it will bring up the template. Now, the badge template obviously is something that is tailored specifically to your paper. Here's an example of the database that I made for Equal Oslo in Norway. You'll see it has the native language and their logo and their design, some specific things that they requested in terms of types of reports that they want to print. And then we'll see if we want to print a badge, I copied the template for their paper and entered it in here. So each vendor, when you have their record up, you can automatically view and print the badge. It will populate it with the number here and with the name of the vendor. And this is something that is tailored to the paper's needs. You can put the date or different information on the badge. I think that's it. I hope that gives you a bit more information, and I look forward to talking to you more about this. Thanks.